Hi, I'm Dan Smith. This is
Ethan Slug.
This is
Drew Kostelecki.
and this is
Eric Shin.
and we're Blasian Cooking. Where our cooking's to Blasian.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
We were just making some butter.
Okay, so first you have to pour the heavy whipping cream in the container. Then you cover it and then shake for about 3 minutes.
Another good way to shake your butter is to tape it to your car's wheels.
And then when you're done shaking there, you can take like a 3-minute rest because, you know, it's kind of tiring.
Another way to shake your butter is to tape it to a baseball bat.
So after you're done shaking, your end product's gonna look like this. And the extra liquid in there is buttermilk, so you can use it to make pancakes or waffles.
There's multiple ways to make peanut butter, just like this. If you don't like peanuts being thrown at you, you can always use a food processor. Thanks, man. And now for the ingredients. Peanuts, salt, honey, peanut oil, sugar. So first off, you're gonna need 2 cups of peanuts. Next, you're gonna wanna add in a little bit of honey just to sweeten it up. And you're gonna add in just a sprinkle of salt. And next, you're gonna need 2 tablespoons of sugar just to add some flavor in there. And to get your peanut butter real smooth, you're going to need to scrape down and reprocess it up to 5 times. And while it's processing, you're going to need to add in a little bit of peanut oil to make it more smooth. And after that's all done, you want to scoop it all out and refrigerate it for a little bit.
Ethan, you gotta
Yo.
try this new spread,
All right,
bro.
man. Tasty. Is this homemade?
Yeah, I'll show you how to make it. Okay, so now we're gonna make Nutella, so we're gonna need a food processor. Thanks, man. Some vanilla. Hazelnut. Okay. Hazelnut oil. Cocoa powder. Salt. And sugar. Okay, so to make the Nutella, you're going to need about 8 ounces of hazelnuts. One-third cup of cocoa powder.
You are an idiot!
So once it's done processing, you're going to want to add 1 cup of sugar, a 1/3 cup of cocoa powder, 2 tablespoons of hazelnut oil. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And a pinch of salt. And then you can start processing it again.
Oh, hey! We are going to make some waffles today. So, one key thing I like to do is have 2 separate bowls. One for my wet ingredients and one for my dry. It's just a lot easier in my opinion. First, you want to start with 2 cups of flour. The flour usually starts as like a base for your waffles. Next, you want to add a tablespoon of sugar. All this does, it just adds a little bit of sweetener to your waffles. Next, you want to get your baking soda. And you want to add 4 teaspoons of baking soda. The baking soda acts as a rising indicator for your waffles. Next, you want to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Alright, now that our dry ingredients are done, you can kind of just like mix that up and stuff. Oh. Whoa, so now you want a fork and you want to just mix up all of your ingredients together. Alright, now you want to get 2 eggs in your wet mixture bowl. Now you want 1 cup and 3/4 of milk. I think it's fine. And then you want to add a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. Yeah, that's such a gross name for oil. Now, you add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I think that's fine too. And now, you want to mix up all your wet ingredients together. And then another thing I like to do is with the dry ingredients, I like to just make a well in the center of it, because then when you add your wet ingredients into the middle of it, it's a lot easier to mix and incorporate them together. Now you want to mix and incorporate all these things into each other to make a nice waffle batter. And when you're done, you should end up something with this consistency. This waffle iron is heated up all the way. Get a non-stick spray, so just pay them and just spray the main areas where your waffle batter is going to be. Put your batter in the center of it. Close that up. These waffles are going to cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. Do not drink a 1/2 gallon of water in one attempt.
After 8 years away, Liam came home to a surprise he never counted on. Turns out I have a daughter.
And these are my waffles. Hey, Ozzy.
You say if you don't have buttermilk, you just use butter.
Alright, Tim, just delete it. Tim!
Why don't we just-
Cornbread pancakes. First, we'll need flour. They don't need cornmeal. They don't need sugar. They don't need baking powder. Baking soda. Salt. Milk. 2 large eggs. And butter. And then you can also use a skillet, but that's dumb. So we're gonna use a griddle. Alright, first we need 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Flour provides structure in baked goods. They contain proteins that interact with each other when mixed with water, and they form gluten. 1/2 cups of buttermilk. Buttermilk brings a pleasant tang to cakes, breads, and biscuits. And then you need 1/2 cup of cornmeal. And then you'll need 2 tablespoons of white sugar. And then you'll need 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and baking soda.
Shut up.
Oh, hey, man. Next, need 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then you'll need 2 large eggs. And then I need 3 tablespoons of butter.
You are an idiot!
Where are you now?
Actually, you can whisk it all until a mixture that is smooth.
Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might have had your fill, I can feel it still.
For each pancake, you'll need to pour about 1/4 cup of batter on the griddle and cook until it's brown, which is about 1.5 minutes. And you'll need to flip it on the other side until that is brown for about a minute.
Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now. Might be over now.
Well, that's really good. Not only are they good for eating, but they're also great for Frisbees. That's how you make cornbread pancakes.
Okay, so now it is time for buttering toast. So a lot of people like to use knives, which is fine, but I find it easier to use a spoon. Not like the inside of the spoon, because that's weird. So what I do is I get like the butter or whatever with like the back of the spoon, like that, and then you kind of just press it down like that. This would be better if the toast was warm, but it's not, so it doesn't really melt. So that's kind of how you do it. You just kind of press and you spread like that all over the toast. Next, so that was butter. Next we'll do peanut butter. kind of the same thing. Actually, you kind of get it with the back of the spoon, and then there you go. You spread it like that.
Bet.
Now for Nutella. Very yummy. Get it with the back, and you spread it like that. Just like that.
Thanks for watching.
Oh,